This is because unemployment for the majority of countries is measured what is called using a narrow definition, which only includes people of ages 16 to 64 who are actively looking for jobs. However, in South Africa's case, the broad definition is much more accurate, putting their unemployment rate at a stunning 40%. That's an extremely high percentage. And most often asked question is why? Why wouldn't the South Africans just relocate somewhere with more jobs? Do they just have unrealistic career growth goals? Is it possible that they are voluntarily choosing to be where they are? And the answer is a little bit of yes and no. In the townships, no matter how big, you know everyone and everyone knows you. I do run into one or two people I don't know once in a while, but you always smile and say hello. It's like we're all one big family. Crime isn't as much of an issue either. You wouldn't want to hurt your own brothers and sisters. This man, who went by the name of Sly, told us that he did live in a township by choice. From the images you're seeing, you're probably wondering why anyone would want to live there by choice. It smells horrible. The houses are built from whatever can be found. And the large families are living in buildings that are no bigger than my own bedroom at home. Sly, however, loved the sense of community that came with the townships and loved the fact that crime wasn't a problem there. Now that I've been to the townships myself, I can kind of see what he means. When you go to cities like Cape Town and Johannesburg, everything is gated off, whereas when you're in a township, people welcome you into their homes, they all smile at you, and they're willing to let us look around without a problem at all. And however, there are constraints in the system that make remaining unemployed a more logical choice. For example, it is more, in a lot of cases, it's more financially logical to stay unemployed and just collect unemployment living in a township than it would to get a job and try to live in the city, because you make more money that way. Living in the city and looking for a job is expensive. It's not necessarily that they want to live in poverty, but it's just impractical to look for a job at this point. And that's even assuming that they can find a job, and right now the job market is extremely competitive and they don't even have enough jobs. It should also be noted that Sly was one of the lucky black males that was able to actually get a job in education, and probably in the rest of his family and friends were not lucky at all. Although it has little to do with racism, there still exists a very large racial gap in South Africa. Black South Africans are the group that's most affected, and their chances of finding a job do increase if they get a job in education. But as our tour guide Chris said earlier, that's not easy to do.